All right, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that ought to be about right, I think.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
It wasn't just that we were playing a tougher team. We had our center got injured.
Yeah.
So they had to replace him.
Yeah. No one else.
And the new center was just, oh my God, I don't know how many times the ball flew over the quarterback's head.
Wow.
Or it got dropped through the front. Like it was a lot of errors happened because of it.
Sure.
That just ended up compounding, right? They just
You don't think about how important every snap is until you lose a situation like that.
Yeah. Exactly. And they were too, like, there was so many snaps that got blocked. It was, oh my God. It was
Not the most glamorous position. It's very
but it's important.
Exactly. Hey, we're good, man. And you happy?
Good. Just give you a
Okay, I'm already logged in on that.
Where are you at? Ah, no, que no, que llegas bien temprano. Okay, well, I was
Okay,
gonna
folks,
ask you-
kickoff is getting closer and closer. Be sure to hit the concession stand, get you plenty of food and drinks. Get back up in your stands. Let's get kind of rowdy tonight.
Sorry. So we have a little one, you have to figure out where he's at and what he's doing.
Mike in the TC tonight. Here's I just say cross. I believe what that was saying, though.
That was one of your best.
It was one of my best ones. I like the boys running down there against the breast awareness
Breast
t-shirts.
awareness, yeah. That was very good.
That was always a good one. Or the Melrose Coyotes. I said that several times. That one guys won't pick me up that year. Actually, guys, I won't come to friend, but somebody I know pretty well there. I was not a friend now, but. Don't forget, young ones, we got a dance tonight, a homecoming dance in the school cafeteria. It's a homecoming dance for the freshmen through senior class and invited guests. Sponsored by Student Council.
Hey, that's always a start. Always a start. How are you, Mrs. Lee?
Yeah, that's mine.
Hey, I'm probably good.
Like to announce everyone that Tatum FFA is hosting their green chili sales again this year.
That's that day.
Returned from Hats this morning.
But we're gonna get another one here tonight.
Frozen shot green chilies got in their freezer. If you're interested in a fresh crop of chilies,
Are
we have
we gonna
medium
be
and hot
touching
chili
each other
to sell.
today, or?
And
It'll be
contact
tight.
any Tatum FFA member or
I'm
myself.
not sure. I might go out there because I can't see the scoreboard from in here.
I got
either.
that far with it.
Yeah, that's what we usually struggle with too. And then, like, way
The
down,
scoreboard is like
and then way down there too. You have to be all
you have
the
to
way
like
up.
hang out the window.
Yeah.
Sure. I may sit right because all I have is my phone and this. Like I don't have a lot of coverage. But I just need space for this because I call out players' names and stuff or whatever. So I may run back and forth just to look at that stuff.
So what do you do?
I was
So I announce the games with the radio and Clayton.
Oh, okay.
KLMX radio and Clayton.
Right. You drove a long ways. I used to live down in Cimarron.
Okay.
In fact, I may be able to give you a little more.
4.5 hour drive.
Scoot that down.
My parents are here.
All right, this time, if all the people get off the football field, all the youngsters in the end zone on sidelines, let's stay off the football
Grab
field
your
tonight.
headset out of
At
there.
halftime, also remain
This
off
is
the
yours,
field.
right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna just stand right here and I'll just come back and forth when I need to access this.
Well, I hate to drive you out of here.
Tunnel That was donated by the Tatum.
I look at the scoreboard a lot
We got the
to
cheerleaders
figure out, because I don't always,
doing a great
I
job.
can't always tell where they're at on the
Right,
field, so I
yeah.
count on that guy so I can see his,
Yeah.
you know, what down it is and where they are on yardage.
Right.
So, I'm hanging out the window half the time anyway, so.
Matt, okay, I feel bad though for forcing you out.
Nah, we'll figure it out.
And I'm probably going to wind up standing up, which would give us enough room if you want to stay in.
Maybe we just need to partition them for a bigger booth.
Oh, I know. What is it? Merrill's. Theirs is big.
Who's?
Merrill's. Yeah, that one.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Yeah, that's how it was in Tatum. Wow. We had
8 games,
four.
only 2 of them were home.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think we had
I've
3
been
or
on the road
4.
for every game, basically. And one of the 2 home games was the homecoming game, so of course I was home. But that was it. All the games were away.
Where were you? Dr. Garrett. Jeremy, what we got?
Okay, Abby, go ahead and say something. We'll see if we can hear each other.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be great. You can, I mean, if you wanted after the game tonight, I could go get it for you. You can go stop.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Oh, Dusty.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Okay, are you picking up?
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the
in case
best of
you're
luck.
curious,
This live
if you want to let
broadcast is
people like
brought to you
Clayton
in
know
part
if they happen
by
to have
Tatum
internet
Schools.
access,
Go Coyotes!
they can watch Clayton on the Tatum Sports YouTube channel or HobbsAmerica.com.
Kresha, can you hear me? Someone's gonna speak into this real quick for you, because the radio station that's next to me, they're also videotaping it and putting it on the internet live. So I don't know if you want to let people know they can actually watch the game and listen to it. I don't know if that's a thing or not for us.
Yeah, it all depends on the station's take on it. You may not want to tell people that because that may take them away from.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with Anna. We better not do that.
But I just thought I would tell you.
Yeah.
Picture's always better than just sound.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get the info though, so we can try and do the same setup though.
Oh, good. It's pretty user friendly once you get used to logging in passwords, and that speeds it up. Okay.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay, good evening, Tatum Coyote sports fans. It's Alan Scott here talking to you from Herb Pyre Field in Tatum. And we are getting set for a district matchup tonight. Not only does that make it an important game, it's also homecoming.
Right.
And that is a very important game to a lot of kids. And, you know, you await the crowning of the queen and the king, and it's just a big night. And even I, as long as it's been since I've been in high school, Abigail, I remember mine very well, and it's just a big deal. And in fact, they have homecoming in basketball at most schools, but it's not quite as big as football homecoming, right?
No, it's not. But, you know, they've always told the kids, go out there and play the game. Don't worry about homecoming. Homecoming's still there at the end of the game. You know, worry about the game and focus on the game today.
Yeah, it can be a distraction.
Right.
And some coaches will just tell you, don't think about any of that stuff. Keep your mind on what you're doing. And
Right.
as you said, it's going to be there when it's over. And since you mentioned that, Tatum does their ceremony after the game. Some schools have moved to doing it before the game. I know Eunice has done that, or at least they did several years ago when I was doing their games. And traditionally, it's at halftime, but that can be a really long break for the teams and a long time without staying warmed up, and then you have to come out and kind of start the game over.
Right.
And so more and more schools are getting to where they either do it before the game or after the game ends, and Tatum selects to do it after, which is fine, and then you're not rushed, and people can still get the pictures, and you still get to see the coronation and everything. But it doesn't make the game run long, and that's good for players and coaches, I think. And sometimes for broadcasters, depends on if you're on the radio. On the World Wide Web, we have all kinds of time. So,
Right.
But it can turn a normal length game into quite a long experience sometimes. And so you don't have any tips on or any secret info on who's going to be the queen, do you?
No, I don't.
You
well,
don't?
yes, but then no.
Yes and no.
Well, I haven't. I've been out of school for almost 4 years already, so I do talk to one of the girls. So
you do have some secret
I
information.
do. Not like secret info, but a gut feeling, you know. And then my sister's nephew's also running as well.
Say what?
My sister's nephew.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So we're hoping for that, you know.
Sure. And there come the Tatum Coyotes, and they're going to be dressed from head to toe in black tonight, trimmed in red and white. And getting a look at Clayton, and they have a very nice guy doing their game on the radio tonight. Mm-hmm. And I would have eventually noticed, of course, but he said, yeah, sometimes these white on white numbers, that's what they have. It's white on white with a little thin orange line around it.
Right.
And from here, they are virtually invisible. The numbers from Clayton,
Yeah.
I can't see them.
I can't see either, so.
See, so it's not just the old guy with the 2,000-year-old glasses. It's the young Abigail Duran Corrales, who also, the young eyes cannot see the numbers. It's just virtually impossible.
It's clearing up as soon as they get closer.
Yeah,
but I've told Alan a million times he needs to get new glasses. Hi, Alan.
and I do, and everybody who knows me knows that I need to. And we're getting set for the national anthem and the pregame festivities, so we are going to be off mic, and we'll let you enjoy those. This is Tatum Coyote football on the World Wide Web.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for all the wonderful things you've given us in our lifetime. Thank you for this fabulous land that you have created for us to live in. Help us to rejoice in the good things that you have provided for us. We focus much on the negative things going on in the world. Dear God, please be with both teams tonight as we play a game that we truly love to watch and to play. Be with Clayton as they make their long way back toward their homeland in northern New Mexico. Be with everyone here tonight as we make our way home. In your name we ask. Amen.
All right, very nice pregame festivities here, and we have zeros on the clock. And we are just about set to bring you some homecoming 8-man football here.
Somebody said yes.
Okay. Well, you were at the Dulce game, Abigail, with TJ Miracle. I had a remote I had to do in Hobbs over at St. Helena's Family Fair. So I missed out on that one, but Tatum made short work of Dulce, a non-district matchup. So they got to be feeling pretty good coming into this one after taking care of business last Saturday.
Right. Hopefully they do, though. They come out and they play their game that they're supposed to. You know, Dulce was a young team. Hopefully they didn't take that team as an advantage. They need to go out and not act like this is an easy team to beat tonight.
Right, yeah, you don't take anything for granted, but Tatum is a very skilled team to be middle of the pack. There are a lot of really good teams up toward the top. Your Magdalena, your Lordsburg, your Fort Sumner, your Melrose. Right. And Tatum is a very solid middle of the pack team. Then you have, of course, teams that maybe are not that vested in football. Maybe they haven't been playing that long, and you tend to mercy rule them. But when Tatum, I call them middle of the pack because you go up against Melrose, Lordsburg, and teams like that, you may take your lumps, and then you pound everybody else. So they're solid right in the middle of the pack. But getting into the playoffs, because they have to take teams from up north, may be tough for the Coyotes, which is why they need this game and then the next one next Friday night against Logan, who pretty much took care of business against the Clayton Yellow Jackets. And so Tatum has a 3-4 overall record, 0-2 in district coming in this thing, 5-3 the record for Clayton, but 0-3 in district. And Logan beat these guys 66-36. We get Logan next week. They were 50-0. Mercy ruled at Fort Sumner House, and then they got a win at Manal, 58-12. And Tatum 60-8 over Dulce. They're coming off of that win. Fort Sumner 44-8 loss before that, and 38-6 at Melrose. So solid middle of the pack team, but it may be hard to squeeze Tatum into the playoffs. And the Clayton Yellow Jackets have a running play and a first down right there, taking care of business right out of the gate here. So they moved the sticks. And if and when I can see a number, I'll tell you who they are, but it's really hard. With white numbers on white jerseys, of course, they are orange and black otherwise, which is good colors for October. And the Yellow Jackets are in business with a 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. It's going to be another handoff right up the gut, and they bust another one out near another first down, and they are already moving the sticks, and that's 2 plays and at least 10 yards on both. So they're averaging about 10.5, 11 yards per carry right now.
Right. Tatum defense sure does need to pick it up tonight.
And so Tatum going to settle in here and dig in. And now with 2 running plays like that, you really set up the pass if you are Clayton. So Tatum has to be aware of both here. 2 receivers to each side, and it's a quarterback keeper, and they're all over it. It's going to be a loss on the play. Bradley King, who I've become a real fan of this year, is the first to get there. And then he had plenty of help. But Bradley King will get you a sack or 2. He's a very good defensive player for Tatum. And now you are looking at 2nd and long. So they hand it off twice and get 2 first downs, and now it's a loss of about 4. Back to the 40-yard line. And everybody wants movement up here in the booth. The play goes on. It's going to be around the right end. It'll be about 2 or 3 yards short of the first down after maybe more than that, about 5 short of the first down. They're going to mark it right at midfield at the 50-yard line after that carry on the end around from the Yellow Jackets. So we'll call it a long 4 to get that first down, and Tatum's defense will dig in here after giving up a couple of big running plays to start the ball game. Then they throw the quarterback for a loss, give up a decent amount of yardage there, but you got them in 3rd and 4.5. And there's going to be a pitch there, cutting it back to the inside, and the Tatum defense is there, and he's going to be short of the first down. Good job by the Tatum Coyote defense up front right there. Can you read that guy's number, the running back? I can't.
Not sure which one it was. If not, I'd for sure
Fourth down
tell you.
and 2. So, yeah, you're going to be running the camera, the scoreboard, and you're my spotter tonight. Homecoming night in Tatum, beautiful night. Cloudy skies holding in the daytime heat, nice and warm. We do have a breeze, and I would call this perfect football weather. Depends on how quick the wind speed picks up between now and the end of the game, how cold it gets tonight. And then Tatum jumped. Did they draw him off? And that's going to go against the Coyotes, a little too ready on that play. They really wanted to hammer him on that play, and it showed. They jumped early. And that gives them the first down. That's going to be a penalty that'll hurt you right there. So inside the 45, it'll be at the 44-yard line of the Coyotes. No score in the game. We're here in the first quarter, and the flag at the end zone here to my left is hanging almost straight down, but I can feel a breeze coming through the press box. And they're going to pick up about 4 on that play. So it'll be 2nd and 6. And the ball is at the Coyote 40-yard line. And the quarterback is Janovan Hidalgo, number 1, who I suspected would be their quarterback. He is. And he's looking to throw. Hidalgo wants to go deep, but the pressure is there. They has to roll out, throws, and caught. And down to very near the red zone. It's going to be right about in the vicinity of the 20-yard line, and that's another first down. And the Yellow Jackets have looked good on this opening drive. 1st and 10 at their 20. They are in the red zone, right, knocking on the door. Coyote defense will have to dig in here now. Try to avoid going down a score early. They got a fresh set of downs at the 20. Hidalgo fumbles the snap, and he just has to fall on it. It's going to be a loss of 2 or 3 on the play. That's what the doctor ordered right there. But Yellow Jackets have shown the ability to run and throw on this opening drive, so they can mix it up. Clock is running here as we approach 8 minutes to go first quarter. And the Yellow Jackets will break the huddle. You're going to have a single setback here and everybody else crowding the line of scrimmage. And under center is Hidalgo. And they do a misdirection. And the defense is there. They drive him backwards. Quarterback going one way, handoff goes the other way. Mendoza on the tackle for Tatum. And they are still not back to what was the original line of scrimmage, the 20. They're at the 21, so it's 3rd down and 11. You got to get to the 10-yard line to get a first down. And if you're going to go that far, they're probably thinking touchdown anyway. In the gun, Hidalgo looks to throw, does, and defender may have gotten a hand on that. It was good work by Tatum, and that was Taylor Garner, your quarterback, who goes both ways, with some good defense there. He may have tipped that, and it was just a little overthrown anyway, a little too tall for the intended receiver, but Garner was right there. And if he had gotten there a little sooner, you may be able to tip that up in the air, catch it, and intercept it. If he had somehow managed to do that, he had clear sailing all the way to the end zone going the other way. 4th down. They're going to go for it. Big play here. They need 11, but even if they turn it over, field position's okay for Clayton. Throw over the middle, incomplete. Only one receiver in the vicinity and was way too tall for him, so the Coyotes are able to stop them. They don't give up any points after letting them get down to the 20-yard line, and then they were going the other direction from there. So we get a look at the offense here for the first time tonight. Garner and company. And Tatum can hit the big plays. They go through sometimes a quarter or two where they're not scoring, and they're going to be a flag here. It's probably going to be a procedure thing. It will go against Clayton. That's encroachment. They lined up in the neutral zone, so that's a free 5 for Tatum. Now you're going to look at 1st and 5. That's where you want to be. Ball will be at the 26-yard line of the Coyotes. And let me thank our great sponsors for making the broadcast possible on the World Wide Web tonight. That are Nor Lee Tatum Clinic, the Tatum Schools, now Pharmacy, Eunice Pump and Supply as Garner gets hit, Legendary Services, and Lasco Construction. And that is a fumble and a recovery. Man, that is shocking. That's a big hit from the Yellow Jacket defense and the turnover from Tatum. And now your defense is right back out there. Only now they're even closer than before, as they're going to mark this at the 17. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets at the 17. And pounding it forward is the fullback. That's down near the 5. Or scratch that, just inside the 10. They need to get inside the 5 for a 1st down, but they're thinking touchdown. Tatum is thinking we're going to stop him here. And they do. Just about halfway through this opening quarter. And Tatum has run one offensive play. Clayton is the team that's had the ball the majority of the way here. And they got it again after the turnover. That'll be Hidalgo handing it off, and the defense is there. Great work by the D-line up front on that particular play for Tatum. And that came at a good time. So we've got a 3rd down play coming here. And they're going to measure. And it may be a 4th down play. They may not have flipped that marker yet. Is it 4th?
Yeah, if they don't count this one, it's 4th.
And it may be a 1st down if it measures out, and we will know in a moment. So it is short. 4th and less than a yard. And they're probably thinking, they're not really worried about the 1st down, but you got to get it.
Right.
And Tatum thinking, let's just keep them out of the end zone and keep them short of that 1st down marker, and we get it on downs. Hidalgo under center, 2-man backfield, everybody else on the line of scrimmage here. It's a pitch, and cutting it into the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. The speedy running back coming out of the backfield. And I would love to tell you who that is, but as you can see, if you're watching the game here on the web tonight, it's just virtually impossible to read their numbers, white jerseys. You get a look at the scoreboard there, and They did not post that yet, so maybe he didn't get in. I thought he did. Maybe he stepped out of bounds. They didn't put 6 on the board yet, so he did not get in. They did get the first down, however.
From here, it did look like
It did look like it.
Maybe we just don't have the best eyes out here.
I guess. No, we're still knotted at 0, and that's a good thing. But when they did get the first down, that's, of course, first and goal. So they got 4 shots at punching it in here. Going to send one receiver out far to the left. Hidalgo will be under center with 2 running backs. He's going to keep it. And did he get there? This time they're going to say he did. Now it is 6-0. And the 2-point try to come here. 6-0, the visitors trying to spoil a homecoming here tonight for the Tatum Coyotes. We'd have a long way to go, though, here. 4:56 first quarter. And this play will go to the right side. And we got a penalty flag flying. And it's against Clayton. So it's no good on the point after, and it'll remain 6 for the Clayton Yellow Jackets, 0 for Tatum, and they're going to back them up, and they'll probably get a retry here. Yeah, they'll need to cover a little more ground this time. Twins to each side. Hidalgo back in the gun. Pressure's coming. He's got to roll. Now he's got to go backwards, and that's intercepted.
Oh, no.
We thought it was deflected. And they had a chance at catching that, but it is going to go incomplete after all that. And 2 tries. The score does remain 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Coyotes will be taking the kickoff after touchdown in a moment. Abigail Duran-Contreras, Alan Scott here, bringing you the action on the World Wide Web, HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. We'll take a break, and we'll be back for more first quarter action with homecoming night in Tatum.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Leamington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
All right, we are back. Kickoff is going to go out of bounds here. And so the Coyotes should have pretty decent field position after that. Garner and company ran 1 offensive play. Defense forced a turnover for Clayton. They cashed in after Tatum did a nice job. Goal line defense there as they were in the red zone, and then coughed it up, gave it right back to them, and they took it in. But if you missed the early part of the game, they Yellow Jackets took the opening kickoff and were able to march down the field, and then the defense stiffened. But when Tatum got the ball, they turned it over on their first play. Clayton was able to capitalize at 6-0. The point after was no good. Garner will be back in the gun with twins to the near side. Single receiver far side. It's a swing pass, and it pops out of his hands. That's a pass to himself. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and he had to work really hard to do that. Great effort by Garner to stop a loss on that play. But that ball must be slick. It slipped right out of his hand, and he caught it. And he's going to come over to the sideline here, and now he'll go back in. And they're going to send Garner out as a receiver here. So you're going to have the snap probably to Graham. I can't see the number from here. It's a direct snap. And a good run for about 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. That is Robert Martinez with the Wildcat snap. So they're going to give him pretty close to 7. And it's going to be a long 3 to get the first down. Coyotes need the 45-yard line to pick up a first down here. Single receiver to each side. And they break it big. That's a first down and more in Clayton territory, down close to the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at about the 30, 42. So about 8 yards deep into their end of the field, and a first down for the Coyotes on a great play there. First quarter, we're getting to the latter stages here, 3:14 remaining. 6-0 Clayton on homecoming night here at Herb Pyre Field in Tatum. Garner keeping that one, has room up the left side, big run. And rather than getting hit, he lowers the helmet and delivers a hit at the end of that run. That's a big play right there. So Garner with great work there. He can hurt you with his feet, or he can hurt you with the pass. And he took care of business on that one. Good blocking, good work by the rest of that Coyote offense, and they're in business now in the red zone of the Yellow Jackets. Handoff this time, not going to get much, maybe a yard. Depends on how they mark the forward progress here. Maybe a half yard. We're going to second down and a long 9. Send a man in motion here. Fake to him. Garner keeps it. He's got clear sailing to the end zone. Touchdown. That's a 20-yard run. 20-yard run from Garner ties it at 6. Two-point conversion big here. So the Coyotes answer after turning the ball over and the Yellow Jackets scoring. They march down the field. A couple of big plays by Garner, including a touchdown run. Here's the swing pass for the extra point, and it's good. So the Coyotes jump right back in this thing and take the lead with that two-point conversion. It's 8-6 Tatum. We'll take a break, let you hear from our sponsors. We'll be back for the kickoff after touchdown in a moment. You are watching and listening to Tatum Coyote varsity football on the World Wide Web.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community. The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
All right, we are back. Alan Scott and Abigail Duran Corrales. Coyotes come back and take the lead, and then we ran one play there for the Yellow Jackets. So we get a fresh set of downs here for Clayton, now down by 2. It's going to be a running play there. Get a little bit out across the 25-yard line on that carry. Good work by the Tatum front line to limit yardage on that play. It's going to be second and long here for Clayton. And their quarterback, Genova Hidalgo, is going to have 2-man backfield, and they've used that quite a bit tonight, and that's probably delay a game right there. So that's going to back them up 5, and that'll help the Tatum cause. First quarter is about to expire here. Under a minute. Call it a 2nd down and 14 after the penalty. And they're going to set up the same way they did on the previous play. And a penalty flag comes in late. Tatum had them stood up. They were all over that play. They only fell for that misdirection once. Now they're hip to it. And a face mask on Tatum. Probably the incidental variety. We'll see how many yards they mark off. If they mark off 15, then it was not incidental. And it's 15. So if anything has hurt the Coyotes here in the first quarter of play, it's been penalties. And the one turnover, of course. But they managed to come back from that, go down and score, and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. It's 8-6 on homecoming night. Empty backfield for Hidalgo. Swings it to the far side. The defense is there, but the receiver is able to make a move and get a first down. Out across the 35 and just shy of the 40.
Looks like they're marking it up for a first down. Now they're moving the chains on the far side. First and 10, Clayton Yellow Jackets.
Under center this time is Hidalgo. He'll pitch it to the deep back. And a good tackle there for the Coyotes. Mendoza, David Mendoza, number 9. And Jerry Archuleta is number 14. Finally, I get to call a Clayton player because white numbers on white jerseys makes it very hard, but they're close enough now. And they do have an outline, a skinny outline around it, but you wouldn't know that from a distance. And that'll be the end of quarter number 1. That being said, the Coyotes have the lead on homecoming night, 8-6. We'll pause briefly, let you hear from our great sponsors making our broadcast possible on the Tatum Sports YouTube channel and at HobbsAmerica.com. Back in a moment.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Go Coyotes. We are back to live action here. Alan Scott and Abigail Duran Corrales. And we got a flag thrown. And Garner was up there. He was the one that had a chance to get it. I wonder if that's going to be offensive pass interference. We'll see. They're going to call a hold on Tatum. So it's pretty much, I believe the Yellow Jackets have had one penalty. Tatum's had at least 3. And that one will get the ball into Coyote territory at the 48-yard line. Roughly between the 48 and the 49. It is a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Hidalgo back to throw. Things are collapsing. He just has to get rid of it. And there is a flag in the backfield. Question is, was there a receiver close enough to keep that from being grounded? And they're going to get him for grounding, I believe. He was not deemed close enough because the pass was just flipped out there. So that'll get Tatum some of that 15 yards back, and it'll push the Yellow Jackets back to their own 45. So they're going to need about 16 to get the first here. Looking to throw and flushed out and sacked, and that's either a fumble or an incomplete pass.
Oh my goodness.
And it got booted back to the quarterback. Man, they may have had a golden opportunity right there. I think the arm was going forward. But if that was the case, they would have marked it back at the original line of scrimmage. So that was deemed a fumble if they are going to mark it anywhere else. If it's an incomplete pass, you don't move the ball back. And a golden opportunity there. However, the ball got booted back to the Hidalgo, able to fall on it. And Clayton with a little bit of luck right there. That could have been disastrous for the Yellow Jackets. 8-6 lead for Tatum. We're just underway, 45 seconds into the second quarter. And Hidalgo wants to go deep. And he's got an arm, but he overthrows everybody. Couple of defenders back there. Only one receiver in the vicinity for the Yellow Jackets. And so the Coyotes, after getting that score and overcoming the turnover, which put them down 6-0, and then the two-point conversion, getting the lead, they have picked up the intensity a bit here now on the defensive side. And they're going to kick it away here on fourth down. It's a line drive. Kind of squirrels its way down. And it took a Clayton roll for sure. That's going to be at the 9-yard line. So you got just what you wanted if you are Clayton's head coach, Dakota Montoya. You got him pinned deep and no return on the kick. So, Abby, did you catch a score the other night at Hagerman, the girls volleyball? Did they win on the road? After we did the game Monday, they played Tuesday. Do you know if they?
I don't remember. I didn't ask. I haven't talked to any of the girls. Or
hopefully they got
West
that one.
either.
We're hoping the volleyball girls are going to be in the playoffs. They're doing well. And that pass is intercepted by the Tatum Coyotes. Or sorry, it is caught by Tatum. After the punt, they were pinned deep at the 9, and they are now out well away from the goal line at about the 25. That was a big play for Garner and the Coyotes there to get off their own doorstep, and now you're in business. First set of downs at the 25, and we have whistles before the play. Oh, it's a car lights.
Car lights on tonight. Every time you open up a car door, you're going to have your lights come on. Let's keep those things turned off, please, so we can play football.
And, you know, that's one thing that I do really like about the Tatum Field, and so do the spectators. You can park right up at the field's edge, and not a lot of places will allow that anymore, or could allow it. But you do have to be careful of having those lights on. A run for Garner this time. And he's going to get maybe 6, maybe a short 7. He's across the 30. He gets out to about the Tatum 31. And they need the 35, so 2nd and 4 for the Tatum Coyotes. Garner in the shotgun. And he'll just hand it off. Tyler Graham on the carry. He's going to get a yard. 3rd and 3 now for the Coyotes. Up by 2 here on homecoming night. Twins to the near side, a single receiver to the far side, and we have a timeout. So the Coyotes want to talk about it here with 9:27 left to go before the break. And I was convinced, Abigail, before the game started, just looking at records and stuff, which sometimes paper means nothing, that
Right.
Tatum was going to be probably the stronger team, fairly evenly matched, but Tatum would be a little bit stronger. And then we saw that first drive from the Yellow Jackets to open the ball game. They just marched downfield. Tatum was able to shut them down, keep them out of the end zone. Then a costly turnover, and they went out and scored right away. So maybe they're a little more evenly matched than I thought. But ever since the turnover that allowed the score, Tatum has been a little bit more intense on both sides of the ball, I think, and maybe took a little while to get their sea legs tonight because of all of the homecoming festivities, but they're firing on both cylinders now. But Clayton looked pretty good to open the game, didn't they?
They did. They really did.
That looks good if you're a Tatum
no.
fan. That's a first down. Garner gets it himself. Going to be about the 38-yard line. Same setup, twins to the near side, single receiver, far side. Garner throws deep and caught at the 25-yard line. He hauls that one in. David Mendoza. He's one of Garner's favorite targets and one of, if not the leading receiver in yards this year for Tatum. And it looked for just a second as if it might have been a little too long, but it was perfect. You can tell those guys work on that. Garner knew just how to lay it in there where Mendoza could run under it and make the grab. That was a beautiful play. And it sets Tatum up nicely here. And they'll go with the run on first down. Garner kept that one. Still got a gain out of the play. Call it second and a long 6, short 7. Ball is at the 23 of the Clayton Yellow Jackets. Garner, swing pass, caught. And he was going to be down, reaching out for all the yardage he could get. That ball did pop out, but it was after the catch. We have a penalty. They're going to go with an illegal contact call on Tatum, but the guys in the booth up here, including the coach, think that that penalty was instigated by the other guys. That is a huge penalty. Back to the 40-yard line. Man. And we were doing business down around the 22, 23. Screen pass over the middle is caught. And Graham gets on his horse with a big gain and another flag. Good run after the catch. We got to see what's going to happen with the penalty, though, here. And holding against Tatum. Man, you know, there are very few penalties and widely spread out in the first quarter, and now we're starting to get on a little bit of a roll with the flag throwing from our crew here. And most of them in the game tonight have gone against the home team, and that one did. That's 2 straight. Illegal contact and then a hold. And so Tatum was threatening to get to Pater, and now way backed up again. Second down and Lovington they need here. Garner looking to throw, swings it out to an open man, and we are so far behind the line of scrimmage, it's not even funny. And tackled and taken out of bounds right in front of the Tatum bench. So, man, that first down marker that you need just keeps getting further away, it seems, on this particular drive for Tatum. So the ball is going to be roughly the 41, 42. And they need the 22, right? Yeah, so it's third and over 20. Running play here, and not back to what was the original line of scrimmage, but a good gain. Robert Martinez. So still 4th and long, and Tatum will probably go for it. They do have the lead. And you don't see a lot of field goal kicking. It's very rare in 8-man. And you're really kind of too close to the end zone to really punt. So this is probably your best course of action here is to go for it. Garner will throw over the middle, intercepted. Not on the same page with the receiver, and he threw it right into the hands of a Clayton Yellow Jacket, expecting the receiver to cut further across the field. He didn't, and Clayton is right there waiting for it. We're going to say Jerry Archuleta, number 14 for Clayton, got that interception. And, that's not going to hurt you that much. It doesn't look good on your stats, but if you had not gotten it, they would have actually have had the ball back further because of the line of scrimmage. So you actually be deeper into Tatum's defense had you not gotten the interception on a 4th down play. They're going to air it out on 1st down. Intercepted by Tatum. We're going to go the other way. That is David Mendoza. So the teams trade interceptions there. And the ball has been on the field quite a bit, and we could have seen more turnovers in this game. Tatum turned it over on their first offensive play, and then get the turnover here. After the interception from Garner, Coyotes get the interception off of Hidalgo and are in business here. 1st and 10 at the 11 for the Coyotes. And into the end zone is Garner. And that was a great play, fooled everybody, including the Yellow Jacket defense, and Tatum increases their lead here. Now up 8, 14-6 with the 2-point try to come. Just about halfway through this second quarter. And that's on the ground. That ball has been loose several times tonight for both teams. So the 2-point try will not reap benefits for Tatum. However, they do have an 8-point lead with 6:05 left to go before the intermission. Well, it's been a good one so far. We've had some exciting plays. Taylor Garner using his feet quite a bit tonight. Mendoza's also having a good game. getting that pick. And so it's been an exciting one so far. And more turnovers than you might expect here in a half of football, but they've been going both ways. Teams traded interceptions there.
5 seconds to go here in the first half. Heads up, people. We got Aaron Harmons. The Harmons cheerleaders.
And a big night, all kinds of stuff going on. And you get a big crowd on homecoming as well, and they are throwing goodies into the stands. What have they got there, Abby? Do you know?
Usually they throw like shirts, little
Yeah.
footballs,
Little football.
maybe candy.
Well, too bad they can't throw them up here to the booth.
I know, huh? We should tell them. Maybe we should get a free shirt or something. Huh?
Yeah. So Tatum, after going down 6-0 early in this ball game, have come back now and imposing their will on the Yellow Jackets. However, we got a long way to go, and it's only a one-score game. So it will be Garner, the multitasking senior, who will get up there to kick this one off. 2 men at around the 30, 2 more near the 10 for the Yellow Jackets. And that will hit and take a Tatum roll before it's picked up. And good pursuit. Bradley King with that, a great job downfield to make that tackle. Ball's going to be at the 24-yard line, where Hidalgo and company will come back out and see what they can do here. Now trailing it by 8. Genovan Hidalgo, the quarterback, will pitch it to the setback, and that is a big gainer in the vicinity of a first down. Mendoza on the tackle. And I'm going to say that's Archuleta on the carry, number 14. I gave him a little more yardage than the officials did, so they're still going to need about 2. In fact, 3. Second down and 3 for Hidalgo and the Clayton Yellow Jackets. They'll pitch it the other way. Archuleta. And he will get the first down and go out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line. They'll mark this at the 39. Were you ever in the running for homecoming queen, basketball or football, Abigail?
Yeah, I did football and basketball.
Yeah, did you win?
I won my senior year in basketball.
Oh, you did?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so hey, I'm standing next to royalty up here. That is a good, strong run right there for about 5 on the play. 4, maybe 5. Luis Ibarra, I believe, number 56 in there for Tatum to absorb the hit and bring him down. So it'll be second down and 6 now for Clayton. Flags fly. It's probably a false start. Yep. So that'll back them up. And now you're going to have second down and 11 after the penalty. So Hidalgo and company come up to the line here, second and long. two-man backfield. They give it to the first man coming through, and the defense is there. He might have gotten a yard. But a host of Coyotes there, 3 of them, in fact. So good work by those guys up front. And virtually no gain, really. You're still going to need 11 here on third down. Everybody's spread out this time, no running backs. Archuleta under pressure throws over the middle, and it's going to go incomplete. And I'll tell you, yeah, one big reason that is incomplete is Bradley King brought the heat, and he had to get rid of it. And they are going to kick it away here on fourth down. And there is the kick. Tatum has a single return man back there, but they're not going to risk it. And that will be downed at the 24-yard line. 3 minutes and change to go here before the break. Not a ton of scoring, but 3 touchdowns have been put up in the first half. Tatum with 2 and Clayton with 1. Only one 2-point conversion converted, and that was for Tatum. So that's where we are at 14-6. And the Coyotes looking to get more points perhaps before the intermission here. That is going to be Graham on the carry. And Graham with some nifty moves gets the first down and more. Across the 40, still running hard. Finally brought down around the 38. So a great effort there from Tyler Graham. Good play call by the coaching staff as well. The setup of that play made you think they were going to throw. And again, it's Graham in the backfield. Twins near, single receiver to the far side. Garner in the gun. Swing pass, caught. And a nifty move right there to get what he could out of it. And that's nice work from Robert Martinez. So it'll manageable distance here for Tatum after the completion. Fake to the middle of the field and then cut it to the sideline there. Robert Martinez. Garner here wants to go deep. Double coverage, goes deep anyway. Incomplete, they're going to say. So out of bounds, but I think he did. Are they going to change the call? First he says no, and now he says yes.
I think that's the worst feeling when they just keep changing it up.
Right. I mean, I could have sworn
opponent.
he was crossing the hands. Incomplete, the official. And then all of a sudden we're moving the sticks. So I thought he called it incomplete or out of bounds, but that is not the case. It is a first down for Tatum in that Yellow Jacket territory. And it's going to be a handoff, running play, end around, if you will. And Martinez on the carry, he does get some positive yards on it. Ball is inside the 25 at about the 23-yard line. So second and short. Yeah, they don't need much to convert this. And they may come out and measure it, which will stop the clock with 1:38 left. Second measurement of the half for the chain gang. And it's about a half yard.
Yeah, right at a foot. Second down and short.
And still plenty of time. I don't know how they could not convert this. If you have a play of any real positive gain, you should get this. And on second down, they may want to keep the Yellow Jackets focused on that short gain needed and take a shot deep. After all, it's just second down. That's what I would do, and that's what they're going to do. They go to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Coyotes. I want to wait and get a number. Now, is that an 8 or 6? That is 9. See, the 8, the 9, and the 6 all look the same to me. But they said Mendoza up here in the box, so we'll go with David Mendoza. 20-6 Tatum, that much I do know. And I pegged that play. I said, you know, hey, they're thinking you're going to run it, maybe work for the first down. No, you go deep. They did, and they scored. And Garner is in for the 2-point conversion, and the Coyotes have bounced back after going down 6-0 in the first quarter. Now here close to half, they are up on the Clayton Yellow Jackets 22-6. We'll have that kickoff after touchdown in a moment. You are watching and listening to Tatum Coyote Varsity Football on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
And we are back. Alan Scott along with Abigail Duran Corrales. And it will be Garner to put his foot into that one. It's a sidewinding kick taken down near the 16. And finally brought down the return man for Clayton. I would love to tell you who that is, but with white numbers on white jerseys, it's virtually impossible at that distance to tell you what number a guy is. But the numbers that really count, I've always said the most important numbers are on the scoreboard, and it's 22-6. So Hidalgo, Genovan Hidalgo, the quarterback for Clayton, will set his troops up here with some work to do and not much time. Pressure coming, screen passes complete for a short gain. Ibarra on the tackle for Tatum, and we're down to 1:10, and the clock is running. And so they will go hurry up. They're already ready for the next play. No huddle this time. And Hidalgo swings it to the far side. That'll be caught, but really nowhere to go. So the last couple of plays add up to about a yard for the Yellow Jackets is all they can get. And we're getting close to the break here as the clock runs with 37 seconds left. And they're not going to try anything too crazy, I wouldn't think here, because you don't want to risk an interception and maybe a return for a touchdown. You play it close to the vest here if you're the Yellow Jackets, because you are deep enough in your own territory that if Tatum were to get a turnover here, they might score on you. 13 seconds left. He fires to the sideline, got an open man. And they get a big gain out of it, out across the 40 to the 41. The ball is out. But they're going to say he was down before the ball came out. And he may have fallen on that football because the Clayton Yellow Jacket player is on the ground there getting some attention. And sometimes when you lay out like that, you're carrying the football, you land on it and knock the wind out of you. So that's what we're thinking, and we're going to take a knee here. And our concerns right now are with that young man for Clayton. Only 6 seconds remain on the first half clock here. And hopefully that was just a wind knocked out of him situation, but we'll see. And it has gotten quiet here at Herb Pyre Field in Tatum as we hope everything's going to work out for this young man. They are able to get him to his feet, and it may be a leg issue. Yeah, he can't put weight on that right leg, so it's more than just having the wind knocked out of you. Could have had the ankle rolled, could have maybe had the knee rolled up on. But he cannot put any weight on that. So he will make his way to the sideline. And yeah, that has to really hurt. He is not even trying to use that right foot on the ground. That's always a reminder, you know, that it's a contact sport and injuries come along with the game of football. And it just points out the fact that, you know, the risk that these athletes take when they step on the field, and it comes with the territory. And we are hoping that it's not any more serious than that it looked as he was going off. The Coyotes leading it comfortably here on homecoming night, and the homecoming ceremonies will be after the game here in Tatum. This should be the last play of the half, and they'll execute it. And Hidalgo is going to go. Oh, no, he avoids pressure. I thought he was going to get sacked, and now he does. That's a great effort on that play by Cooper Kirby to run him down after he escaped and get us to halftime as they bring Hidalgo down. So we go to the break with a score of Tatum Coyotes 22 and the Clayton Yellow Jackets 6. Tatum went down early 6-0 after they turned the ball over, and then Garner used his legs to get him back in it. He scores, and the two-point conversion was good. Tatum has tacked on a couple more, but unable to convert the points after. And we look at 22-6. In fact, they've gotten 2 out of the 3 2-point conversions, right? Yeah, 22-6 as we hit the intermission here. And entertainment from the Tatum cheer squad. We'll let you enjoy a little bit of that. You'll also hear from our sponsors, and Abby and I will take a break, get a little bit of a breath of fresh air, and then be back for that second half in just a few. Tatum 22, Clayton 6 here at the halftime break. We'll talk to you again shortly. It's Tatum Coyote Varsity Football on homecoming night, and you are watching and listening to it on the World Wide Web at HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
friendly match game. Both teams picking up a lot of yardage and playing good defense. Folks, I'd like to announce that next week we got several Tatum FFA students traveling to Indianapolis, Indiana to a national competition. We got a dairy judging team and an entomology team both making a trip over there. We're going to be selling green chili. If anybody'd like to support Tatum FFA this year and help us with our trips and stuff, we appreciate your support. We'll have green chili for sale at school and through any FFA member. Cost will be $60 for a 25-pound box or $15 for a 5-pound bag. Hatch green chili. Back on the field, get warmed up. Don't forget, after the game, we'll be having a competition at Tatum 2022 homecoming football king and queen. Interested in good volleyball? This week, the girls have 2 away games in district. Tuesday, I believe they're traveling to Jowl for a district game. And Thursday, I think they're going to Loving for a district game. Starting next week, they'll have a string of home games. Be sure to come out and support the Lady Tatum Coyotes. Our announcers FFA member getting awards. I'd also like to mention John Combs was down here. John Combs getting his American FFA degree Saturday. You see John, give him a big show of support. Okay, John, all my money now.
Okay, we are back on the mics here. It is halftime. Alan Scott enjoying homecoming night here along with Abigail Duran Corrales. And you told me that you won homecoming queen once in basketball. What was that experience like for you? Was it a thrill when they called your name? And our queen is Abigail Duran.
I don't know. I don't really remember the feeling, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't be like, oh, I expressed the way I feel, and
Right.
I just don't remember.
Who was your escort that night?
Who was it? I think it was Eric Cardenas.
Okay, cool.
I need to look back on pictures.
Are you in the yearbook at that ceremony?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I might have pictures. Might have to look. I think it is Eric Cardenas, though, or it was Eric Cardenas.
You know, I have a couple of yearbooks from when I was in high school. I'm going to snap a picture or two on my phone and let you see my white boy afro from back in the day.
Is that was your hairstyle back then?
Yeah. Of course, it was the 70s, so, you know, hair was big and long. And,
Yeah.
you know, I had a lot of hair hanging out from under a cap most of the time, or a motorcycle helmet. Yeah, I was a dashing young man back then. I don't know what happened to you as I got older.
That's the problem. You got older.
Yeah. Your time is coming.
Oh, I know it is. Hey, I'm young still, so I can still say that, you know.
Yes,
But
you-
when I
you
get
can.
older, I'm going to be like, man, why did I tell Alan that?
Right. When you start feeling my pain.
You're
Here
right.
comes Clayton. They took a while getting back out, and they did have an injured player there, so we're hoping that he is okay. And I believe Clayton, to make things tougher for them, being down 22-6, I think they have to kick. And the Coyotes will get the ball. And it's been my experience generally of Satterwhite and Coyotes, even if they win the toss, they like to defer and get the ball to open the third quarter, second half here. But they would add a little time to the clock. And we are counting down now from about 20. So we're going to have action here pretty soon. But with Clayton just now getting back out there, it wouldn't surprise me if they give him a little longer than that to get loose. It's not cold, but it's certainly getting to be on the cool side out here. So you want to make sure everybody is warmed up and ready to go.
Yeah, I had to go get a jacket because I was like, if I'm going to go to the bathroom, I might as well get a jacket too.
And the wind is just enough that you feel it. But the later we get into the season, each week, the weather will be a little bit colder, you know.
Right.
And then you get into the playoffs and get into the month of November and sometimes on into December. And it can be very cold.
The mornings are chilly, though.
Yeah, we're starting to get real hints of cool weather. And, man, big changes are coming by the time Sunday gets here. We were in the 80s today, low 80s, middle 80s tomorrow, and then middle 60s on Sunday. The last forecast I checked had a 90% chance of rain. And Monday, highs only around 55, 56 degrees. That's where we've been for overnight lows. So the coldest air of the fall season is set to arrive later in the weekend and into the first part of next week, and more rain.
Yeah, I don't even turn on my AC at home anymore.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I measure it, is when I don't have to use the air conditioner anymore, you know that fall is finally here.
Yeah. But then I have a little baby now, so I can't let it get too cold inside because then it's not the greatest for him either.
So it will be the Clayton Yellow Jackets kicking to the Tatum Coyotes here to open the second half. If you're just tuning into the broadcast, thanks for joining us on the World Wide Web, Tatum Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and we are getting set here to go third quarter action on homecoming night in Tatum. End over end and a line drive fielded by the Coyotes. That was a heck of a catch and a good return. Out across the 45, down at about the 46-yard line. That's Brian Gomez for the Coyotes. Don't call his name all that often, but we got a chance to there. Garner back in the gun with a single. No, there's two men back. Well, you got a tight end in there, too. Running play on first down will get about a half a yard. Second and a long 9 for the Coyotes. They are up 22-6. So a 16-point advantage, 2 scores and 2 extra points ahead. Coyotes swing pass to the near side. That is caught. And David Mendoza again hauling one in from Garner. And very close to the first down, be about a yard short. Thinking maybe a long 2. Third down and short here. Man coming through, they fake it, and up the middle, and he's gone. He will score. Garner is gone, as they say. Yeah. That is a big run for Garner.
Garner's been real sneaky with those fake handoffs, and he's been keeping them.
Yeah, and our friend from Clayton doing the game on the radio for them said the same thing at halftime. He said that one thing that's killing us is the quarterback faking the handoff and keeping the ball because they disguise it so well, and they actually hold on to the ball an extra beat and really sell it. And then Garner will take it back and go, and he went there for 46 yards and a touchdown. 28-6, 2-point try here. And that is caught. And Nice, hauled in for the two-pointer on the throw from Garner. And we get to call Brian Gomez again because he's the one that caught that. Nice job, and the Coyotes now are starting to pull away in this thing, 30-6. Looked like it was going to go back and forth in the first half, especially when you figure that the Yellow Jackets drew first blood. They were up 6-0. And the Coyotes came storming back to lead 22-6 at the half and now score early in the third and make it a 3-score affair, 30-6, now up by 24. Garner, who is rarely ever not on the field, will squib this one. Yellow Jackets will fall on it at the 32. And we're going to go with Hidalgo on the return for Clayton. So a first and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the 31 is where they mark this. Jonovan Hidalgo is your quarterback. It's probably Jonovan. Quick handoff, and the Coyotes are all over that. Bradley King again with pressure, getting there first. And then they bring him down with a little help from his friend. He got a little bit on the play, though. Maybe a yard, maybe two. I'm going to call it, I say they would need about 8 here. And we are looking for something. And maybe a contact is my first thought, yeah. But we heard a whistle, and they kind of cleared everybody away, and you see people looking at the ground. They are searching for something.
I don't think you're going to find a contact.
I don't know that
grass.
you would, yeah, on the grass.
Go out for this series so he can get himself a new mouthpiece.
And it could be, it might be a mouthpiece. Didn't think about that. And we're hearing more mouthpiece. Okay, yeah. Finding a contact would be a tough proposition out there. It would have already been smashed, especially if, well, I don't think they make too many of the hard contacts anymore. The soft one would have already been smushed into the surface already. So, and come to think of it, you don't really see too many lost contacts in basketball anymore. Used to happen all the time when all they had was hard contacts, as you could blink your eye and it would go shooting out of there. Under center this time, going deep. And the receiver had to come back for it, but had a shot. Elevating nicely, but it goes through his hands. Incomplete. So, mano a mano downfield, 3rd and 8 now after the incompletion. But Clayton trying to catch Tatum sleeping there and go deep. And a good effort by the Clayton receiver to see where that was going to go. And then he stopped his route, came back a step, and went up for it and very nearly had it. But it went through his hands, incomplete, so 3rd and 8. For Hidalgo and the Yellow Jackets, it's going to be a pitch to the near side, right in front of the Tatum bench. He's drilled. Man, I got 3 on that one, and Noah Harris making his presence known there. Man. And we have another injury. I see hats coming off.
He got up right away when the ref blew the whistle.
Yeah, he sure got up awfully quick for everybody to think that he was injured. That's Archuleta.
But majority of the time, they still make him get out.
Yeah. 4th down now, and the Yellow Jackets will have to kick this one away. I wouldn't think you'd be faking it here. And they will punt it. Good kick. Takes a Yellow Jacket roll. Down to the 20, so one thing that has gone well for Clayton tonight has been their kicking game, the punting end of things. And that's a big change in field position there. And I think Tatum makes the smart move, not trying to field that and maybe touch it and then fumble it, because they're up 24, so why risk it? Just let that one roll and take over and set up your offense, which is what the Coyotes will do here. So Garner and company trying to add to a 24-point lead here in the 3rd quarter of homecoming night. And this time he does not keep it. He hands it off to the running back. They get a couple on that play. And Garner in the gun here. He's going to keep this one. He fakes the handoff, turns upfield, and as so many times you see him do, when he's about to get hit, he lowers the shoulder and delivers a hit. And he falls forward to near the 35, and that's where they're going to mark this. So you're only going to need a couple to move the chains here for the Tatum Coyotes. Single receiver out to each side. One running back, direct snap to Garner, and he'll just keep it, the quarterback keeper. And he's got the first down. Getting toward the point of the 3rd quarter. 7 minutes left now. Tatum leading it comfortably 30-6, trying to add to it here. That's Garner again. And they'll mark him at the 40 after that carry. So he gets a couple, call it 2nd and a long 7. Shotgun snap to Garner, fakes, rolls to the near side, being chased. He will think about heaving it downfield, but he is not able to get rid of the football. Good pursuit from number 24, Nathan Urusha.
His name's Harutia. Mr. Darty. Mr. Darty. His name's Harutia. Harutia.
I actually got that one right. Garner fumbles the snap for a moment, then throws just a little behind the intended receiver to go incomplete. Had he not bobbled that, probably would have had the completion. That was a pretty good route run by Mendoza there. So that'll bring up a 4th down for Tatum. And they will apparently kick it away. It might be a nice time to fake it here. May catch them sleeping and be able to run for a 1st down. But Garner will boot it. He kind of got underneath that one. It's going to be a short kick. Not one of his longest, but it will put the ball at the 37. So that is where Clayton will take over 1st and 10. Are they going to adjust that a little? Yeah, yeah. I was thinking they're going to put it more like the 41. They had it at the 36, but now at the 41 is where Tatum will start this defensive stand. So not the deepest kick we've seen from Garner. However, Tatum has a big lead, and the defense playing really well, and they're going to get the sack. And the Tatum kind of winning the line of scrimmage, and that is both on offense and defense, and they are firing off the line defensively and starting to really overpower the offensive front for Clayton. Want to remind you, our great sponsors that bring you our coverage. In fact, we couldn't do it without them on the World Wide Web, and they are the Norley Hospital District's Tatum Clinic, Tatum Schools, Now Pharmacy, Lasco Construction, Legendary Services, Eunice Pump and Supply. Flag on this one, and you got a good look at the official throw in that one at the 46-yard line. That's going to go on the Coyotes, I have the feeling, and that's the direction they're pointing. That's a face mask. That's the 2nd face mask penalty on Tatum tonight, both for 15 yards. The other one came early in the game, I think 1st quarter. We'll see if that lights a little bit of a fire under the visitors here, because Tatum looks good firing off the ball on defense right now. Hidalgo, keeper, and right to the ground. Bradley King and Derek Fultz get in there and spoiled the party on that play, dropping Hidalgo for a loss of about 3. 2nd and 13 now.
Second down, 14 yards to go for Clayton.
In fact, he loses 4, so make it 14 that they're going to need. On the big play from King and Fultz for the Tatum D. Yellow Jackets come to the line. They're going to load up the near side with 3 receivers, 1 to the far side, no running backs this time. And Hidalgo looking to throw over the middle and overthrows everybody. And it's probably a good thing he did, because a couple of Tatum defenders were waiting to pick that one off. They had double coverage over there against one receiver, and Coyotes were kind of licking their chops there, thinking maybe they were going to get the interception, but the ball went over everybody. 3rd down now and 14. With 3:05 left here in the 3rd quarter. Tatum leading at 30-6 on a homecoming Friday night. Hidalgo in the gun. Over the middle, and again, too high. Now looking at 4th down. And starting to get down to the toward the end of the 3rd quarter, it'll be interesting to see if they go for it here. Do you kick it away? You're down by 24. Be bold here. You might go for it. If you don't get it, the worst you can do is you'll still have them in their own territory if you happen to turn the ball over and they are not to get it on downs, and they are going to go for it. It's a pass across the middle, and a good effort, but brought down short of the 1st down marker. And if there is not a flag, Tatum will take it over. Somewhere in the vicinity of the 35, about the 34, 33-yard line is where they're going to have this one. I kind of figured they might go for it rather than punt. And if you get a decent gain, you still have them pinned in their own territory. But it's pretty good starting field position for Garner and company. We know he's capable of making big plays, and so are several of his receivers and the running back, Graham. Good job by Clayton stringing that play out to the sideline. So give him a yard on that, and 2nd and 9 for Garner and company. Twins near, single receiver to the far side. Will send a man in motion, fake to him, keep it. And the Yellow Jackets are on it, and they may have recovered the football, just stripping it away from Garner. We'll see.
He called it down, so.
He called it down. He sure did. So whistle down before the turnover. But a great effort from the Yellow Jacket defender right there. So that'll bring up a 3rd down play here. 3rd and the original 10, maybe a little more for Tatum. Garner keeps it, cuts up the middle, has room. They have not been able to handle his speed tonight. And Garner gets across midfield into Yellow Jacket territory to the 49 on that 1st down carry. So a fresh set of downs at the 49 for the Coyotes.
This is your wife. You gotta be there. No.
So I guess I'm probably too old to go to the dance tonight there, I guess, Abby. Are you going?
Yeah. No, I'm too old too.
Garner back in the gun, empty backfield. Man comes in motion. They're going to hand to him. He's going to try the left side, cutting it up field. And that is a good effort. And brought down after a short gain is David Mendoza, number 9.
Moving the ball down the field to the Coyotes. It is second down. About 4 yards to go.
So a decent gain there. Second and about 4. So they're going to give him 6 after he turned the corner.
Logan Longhorns are coming to town.
Tatum appearing to be on their way to a district win tonight. We still have a quarter of football left to play, though. And then Logan Longhorns, pretty good team this year, come to town next Friday. Garner handles the snap, fake, keep, up the left side. And flags everywhere. And again, he lowers his helmet at the end of that run. Delivers as good as he gets, but it's a hold against the Coyotes. So a couple 3 holding penalties in the ballgame tonight for Tatum. And that will set them back into their own at the 45 where they're going to put this. They need the 39. So you're looking at 16, 17 is what they got to get the first down here. But they got a couple of plays, 2, maybe even 3 attempts. It's just second down. Garner throwing deep and a little too far and maybe getting there early. And yeah, they're going to get PI there and really unnecessary because the ball was overthrown. But the officials are going to throw the flag anyway, and they may pick it up. If that's an uncatchable ball, you can't really throw the flag. So now you're looking at second and maybe just under 2 yards for the Coyotes after that flag. So a whole different situation here now. Good carry up the middle, good blocking out in front for Tatum.
That's number 20, Matthew Cervantes, was first traded.
Matt Cervantes, first time we've called his name tonight. Solid carry there. And a first down for the Coyotes, but we do have a man down. This time for Tatum, so they'll go out and give some attention here. And the offense sideline here while that player is looked at. And that's Matthew Cervantes after a hard run, gets up gimpy. Able to get off on his own power with a little bit of help. And a couple of teammates come over to make sure he gets to the sideline okay, but not a lot of weight being put down on that one leg either. He's a tough kid. Thoughts in the press box here are he'll be out there in a play or two.
If he had a Dr. Pepper and a burrito. That's what he said.
Man, and you know, oh, is that what he said?
Yeah. If he had a
Dr.
Dr. Pepper
and a burrito.
He'll
I'm
be
going to
out
have
there.
to try that. I guess that'd fix about anything.
He's gonna meet Ralph if he does that.
And there will be a timeout on the field here now with Tatum leading handily here in the third quarter. Latter stages, in fact, down to like 12 seconds remaining, 30-6 Coyotes. We'll take a break and be back with more homecoming night football. Tatum varsity 8-man against the Clayton Yellow Jackets in a moment.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
All right, we are back, and it will be a running play for Tatum. It's David Mendoza inside the 30, down near the 25. And they'll mark this back at the 28, between the 28-29 yard line. And the third quarter is about to hit the books. And Coyotes don't have to be in a hurry to run a play, but they will, and it'll be a keeper from Garner. And he gets across the 25. And it'll be approximately at the 24 when we come back and switch ends of the field here for the fourth quarter. So the run from Garner is pretty close to a first down. We'll head the other way, and while we take a break and let you hear more from our great sponsors making our broadcast possible tonight, HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. We'll be back.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And we are back. Alan Scott here along with Abigail Duran Corrales. And Tatum just has to get through this quarter. They are up by 24, 30-6. It's going to be Graham, I think, on the carry there. And it is Graham. And another injury. It could be cramps, yeah. That's it, Luis Ibarra. Generally, when you see that, it is a cramp. And man, they hurt like you. They hurt like you broke something. I know that. Especially in the calf right there in the back of the leg, man.
When I was pregnant, I would get so many when I was asleep, and I would be like, babe, a cramp. And he's like, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, man, when it happens in your sleep, it's like, wow, you wake up in this incredible pain. And to me, it seems like I always wake up a split second before it locks, you know?
Yeah.
I wake up and then it grabs you. And I'm like, I didn't even move. But man, and in fact, I don't know why, but when I have a cramp, especially in the calf, I picture a rope twisting.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Because that's what it feels like. Like literally like a rope is being twisted through the back of your leg. Those muscles there. So we're hoping that's all it is, and maybe they can stretch and massage that thing out, and he will be okay. But
chopped green chili from Pasadena, Mexico. If you like something as beautiful as that green grass, check with one of your local FFA dealers.
And it may be more, maybe a lower leg kind of thing, but he's pretty nifty on one foot there, Ibarra. Is it a cramp? He's better on one leg than a lot of guys are on two.
I know he hopped across that field real quick.
Yeah, I haven't seen him come off that fast on two legs. Okay, we get that sorted out now, and we will be back to action here. Send a man in motion. And that is a hard snap to handle, and Garner's just going to cover that up. There'll be a loss on the play, though. Back to the original line of scrimmage, so now you're going to need about 10, maybe a long 10. Yeah. Does it still say third?
Yeah, it does.
They're down at 11. Okay. And that play is whistled. Okay, did he get it? We're still showing third quarter. We have a call from the stands to the scoreboard operator, fourth quarter. Hey, man, he's a basketball coach. What do you want? Does a great job on the scoreboard. That's not easy, man. I'll tell you, I've tried to run it on the phone and do the game and run the camera, and it's like, I'm sure glad when Abby is here and I don't have to worry about it.
I keep my own scoreboard so I don't ever look over there.
Right, yeah, you have a scoreboard in your hand. And that is Garner on the carry, and he has done a lot of damage tonight with his legs against Clayton. And also has thrown a couple of long passes. Those were in the first half pretty much. David Mendoza had the longest catch of the night. But Garner also had a long run of 46 yards for a touchdown in the first half. Now, I was kind of thinking Tatum might get to the running clock in this game, but it's probably going to go all four quarters tonight. You got to be up 35 for that to happen. Now, if they score here, you'd be up 32 if you get the extra point. They are going to get the first down, it appears.
That's always scary when it's the fourth down.
Yeah. But they will move the sticks. And the Coyotes are threatening here now to add to their lead. as they are in the red zone, and they'll mark this at the 12. Maybe the 11. And Garner's thinking throw. Touchdown throw is what he wants, and that's what he gets. Great catch on the receiving end. Strong throw from Garner, and that is pay dirt. And it's David Mendoza with the great play. Able to dive and haul that one in for 6. And the Coyotes get closer to that homecoming victory here. 36-6 now. Up 30. You get the 2-point conversion, you'll be up 32. They would have to score again to have the running clock under the mercy rule. Man will come in motion here. Garner will throw. And it looked like it was picked off. Yep. So no good. The score will remain where it is, and where it is 36-6. So we'll anticipate the kickoff after touchdown, and while we wait for that, more from our great sponsors, bringing you our coverage tonight on the World Wide Web at the Tatum Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
And back here on homecoming night as Garner gets set here once again to put it in the air for the Coyotes. And he booms that one. And that is what more often than not this season we have seen off the foot of Taylor Garner, usually sailing into the end zone or beyond. He had the wind behind him on that one, and it was a good kick, no return. And the Clayton Yellow Jackets will have it at the 20. Under center this time, Hidalgo throws under pressure, and that'll come up short. Wanted number 6 that time. Isaac Quintana, the intended receiver. So Tatum looking to go 1-2 now in district play, and could, if they get the victory against a tough Logan team next week, have an even district record of 2-2. Last regular season game is next Friday with the Logan Longhorns coming to town. Logan beat this Clayton team by a score of 66-36. And almost the entire Tatum defense in on that play. They're going to give credit on that tackle to Tyler Graham, and then he got an assist from everybody else. Empty backfield for Jonathan Hidalgo. He's going to throw over the middle and
Pass to the ref. Didn't catch it.
yeah, that's going to go incomplete. Tipped by the intended receiver, and then we thought maybe the zebra would intercept it and run it back for Tatum. And when you're deep in your own territory, and they do have to throw caution to the wind here, down by 30, you do risk a pick six if the ball that is tipped or is misthrown. You get an interception in this part of the field, and you're always a threat to return it for 6. 4th down here now for the Yellow Jackets. Slinging it to the open man, and caught this time was Hidalgo, and making a big move out to the 40-yard line. And that guy can move after the catch there. One of the better plays of the night for Clayton. I'm thinking 7, Sebastian Jimenez. So they get off their own doorstep there, Clayton. They get a first down, and more importantly, keep Tatum's offense off the field by moving the chains here. And Hidalgo evades pressure, now has to run for his life, reverses field. Throws and picked off. David Mendoza gets the pick, but it was the pressure that forced the throw to be off. He wanted number 22, Adrian Quintana, and it winds up instead in the hands of number 9 for Tatum, David Mendoza. So Mendoza caught the last touchdown throw for Tatum and now gets a pick. And the Coyotes have it right at midfield here with a 30-point lead. Garner will hand it off, and they're going to get it at least 4, maybe 5. It's Tyler Graham. Seven and a half to go in the ball game. 36-6 Coyotes. Garner in the shotgun. Graham is the running back. And it'll be Graham again. Hard run by Graham. He'll be a little short of the first down by about a yard. Maybe 2. But good strategy from the Coyotes here, because you don't appear like you're going to trying to run up the score, and if you can move the ball on the ground, it takes time off the clock, keeps the clock moving. Garner takes this snap. He's going to hand it off this time. And that'll be a first down Coyotes. They will. And it's Graham again with another 4 or 5 yard run there. This will be at about the 37-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. And just as they were off the defensive side of the ball, the offensive line up front is firing now. Pretty much winning the line of scrimmage, enabling Graham to rattle off 5 yards a pop here. Shotgun, Garner. Snap is high. He's able to get it, keep it, and they have had trouble catching him all night, and they're not going to catch him here. That is a touchdown for Taylor Garner. Yeah, call that 36 yards. And they're going to bring it back on a penalty. So, yeah. Garner's firing on all jets tonight, man. He's been quick on those runs. And he's found open field many times tonight. One of them right there. But the penalty will bring it back. Was that a hold?
I'm not sure what they call it. It was a hold? I didn't see it.
Graham will take it this time, and Graham will go to the house. He takes it up the other sideline and scores. Call it a 38-yard touchdown run for Tyler Graham. And he's been running hard on this possession. He deserves that. After the penalty took Garner's score off the board, Graham finds the end zone. 2-point try to come. And the Coyotes now on their way to a district win tonight, 42-6, trying to make it 44. And the snap is on the ground, and they're not going to get the two. So 42-6 with 5:47 left. So the lead is 36. And I'm thinking that they're going to have the running clock here now. So this may end things quicker. And it is stopped for the change of possession here, of course. But this game not in doubt now as we are getting to the later stages of fourth quarter with 5:47 left. It's just a matter of what the final score will be. And it's never easy to be on the wrong end of a score like this. I have not seen anyone from the Clayton Yellow Jackets hanging their heads, or, I mean, they have fought as hard as they can, and they still have their heads up here late in the ball game, although they are down big at this point. And Garner, we'll see what he wants to do with it this time. Will he boot it out of the end zone? Will he squib it? He's going to kick it deep, and that will go into and out of the end zone. So it's a touchback, and the Yellow Jackets will set up at the 20. Clayton Yellow Jackets had a 6-0 lead in this ball game, and then it was all Tatum after that. Hidalgo has time, throws, and incomplete over the middle. Good one-on-one coverage from Tatum there. Added to the difficulty of that play. The clock continues to run down to 4:35. (42-6) the home team on homecoming night. So it'll be all smiles at the crowning ceremony and more to take place after the game. They're going to fire deep, and that's caught. And they have shown flashes of that. And that's Isaac Quintana with a great grab, and he is quick. And he reaches out and helps the Tatum defender up, showing great sportsmanship, especially considering they are down by 36. Hidalgo to throw again, and that's caught and dropped. Very nearly had it. And still scrapping these Yellow Jackets from Clayton. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Ball is at the Coyote 42. Low snap, handled well. Now I'll have to cut up and run with it. And he's gonna pick up 6, maybe 7 on the carry. And he'll bring up 3rd and a long 3. But the clock is the friend of the Tatum Coyotes. Of course, they're going to win this game anyway, but it still runs now with 2:14 left as the Yellow Jackets come to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Hidalgo picked off. Coyotes will take it the other way. And cutting up the sideline. And finally brought down by number 55. And they're going to have a flag, but that was a touchdown saving tackle right there from number 55.
That was Nick Gonzalez.
Nick Gonzalez saved a touchdown right there. Or this could have been even more painful for Clayton. 1:51 left. And on the change of possession, the clock stops. 42-6 Coyotes. Now just trying to get the last 1:51 off the clock here. And they did throw the flag on that tackle, but I don't think there was anything flagrant. It was just a great effort to save a touchdown going up against you. Keeper from Garner. And still running hard is Garner. Gang tackled and finally dropped around the 25. Forward progress, though, will get him the 20-yard line. So call it 2nd and 5. Under a minute to go in the game here. And now 40 seconds left. I don't think they're going to run a play. Yep, they're not going to run a play, and that is going to do it as we run that time off the clock here with 23 seconds left until the homecoming victory is official. But you're 2, Tatum Coyotes, and 6 Jackets, and I have a lot of respect for them. They themselves down big late, but still slinging the ball downfield and making the Yellow Jackets, and it's a long drive from here to Clayton. That's about as far. Oh, and man, you think it gets cold here? It gets really cold in Clayton, up there around Raton, north of Tucumcari by the Texas Panhandle. Not all that. Man, Amarillo gets some cold weather too. You can get it caught in a blizzard there. But the teams will gather at midfield here, and then they will wish each other the best after a hard contest out here tonight. And Tatum gets the district win, now moves to 1-2 in district play. And I believe that evens up the overall record at 4-4. So good for Tatum Coyote fans on homecoming night here tonight, and a long and safe ride back, hopefully in store for Clayton and their followers. And we'll let you hear one more time from our great sponsors making all of this possible on the World Wide Web, and congrats to the Tatum Coyotes. They get the victory 42-6 tonight over Clayton. Abby, any final thoughts?
No final thoughts today. Congratulations to Tatum and safe travels for Clayton.
Yeah, very good. Well put, and a happy homecoming to all of the alumni who made it back and those who perhaps didn't and are catching our coverage on the World Wide Web. It's all Tatum Coyotes tonight as they get the big victory. Please do business with our great sponsors who make all this possible on the World Wide Web. Tatum Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. We look forward to the next game next Friday night as the Logan Longhorns come to town, wrapping up the regular season and the district season for the Tatum Coyotes. We'll get after them then. Tatum looking good tonight with the big homecoming victory. We'll let you hear another round of ads from our great sponsors, and we look forward to doing this all again 1 week from tonight when it's Longhorns and Coyotes here at Herb Pyre Field in Tatum. For Abigail Duran-Contreras, I'm Alan Scott, and for our backups, Evie, Tiff, everybody at the One Radio Square doing such a great job. Say thanks for tuning in, watching and listening, and have a great night and a great weekend. See you soon.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are proud of every single student and their dedication in the classroom and on the court. You've made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by the Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.